You're listening to When Christians Speak Online Talk Radio, broadcasting out of the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Today's voice crying out in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord. When Christians Speak is dedicated to lifting up the name of Christ Jesus and spreading the good news.
My God shall supply my need. Don't have to beg because I am a seed. Because every good and perfect gift comes from the Father who
We invite you to join us every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for his Abounding Grace with Minister Vanessa Williams. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m., Challenge to Change, where real transformation begins with you. That's with Pastor Paul Morgan of Chosen Generation Ministries in Richmond, Virginia. On Thursdays, live at 12 noon, join Reverend Pat Randall for Declaring the Finished Work. Reverend Ray and friends are here on Friday nights at 7 p.m. with the Joy of the Lord on Friday Night Joy. Sundays at 7 p.m., join Reverend Ray for Bread of Life. And don't forget our monthly broadcast. The first Mondays of every month, join Apostle Shirley Jones for LifeLine at 7 p.m. And on every third Monday of the month, join Evangelist Louis McElwain for Adoration at 7 p.m. Every fourth Saturday of the month, Alabaster Box at 7 p.m. with prophetess Carla Johnson. Join Reverend Gwendolyn Dixon for the Midday Glory Prayer Line at our new time on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The dial-in number is 641-715-3580 and the access code is 732499.
When Christians Speak Talk Radio is a non-profit ministry. We are dedicated to spreading the gospel of Jesus through our programs and special guests. We exist through the generous support of our listeners. If you are being blessed through this ministry and would like to give a love offering, go to our website and click on our donation page. Your donation will be processed through PayPal. Our prayer is that you may prosper, be in good health, even as your soul prospers.
Unto the Lord, for he is good. Yes, he is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Yes, he is good.
When Christians Speak Talk Radio is a 501c3 nonprofit ministry, so all of your gifts to this ministry are tax deductible. So go out to our website, www.whenchristianspeak.com, and click on our donation page. God bless you.
Challenge to change, where transformation begins with you. Change appears to be one of the biggest hindrances to growth in relationships that I have encountered while in ministry. Our focus is usually on someone else and what they have done or are doing to us, instead of us being accountable to God and making sure we're not a stumbling block to ourselves or others. Challenge to change is about us taking personal responsibility for our Christian walk as we face challenges and issues and how to overcome them through biblical tools and techniques that we will discuss on this show. Everything about this show is encompassed in us depending on the Holy Spirit to edify, enrich, and transform lives by introducing individuals to a personal encounter with God's unconditional love. That is where real transformation begins and ends.
So if you don't know your pastor by now, you know that everything that I do is very strategic. So I taught about habits so that you can deal with habits. And you can transfer habits into anything that you're encountering. So I'm going to be teaching on financial freedom, show me the money, and those habits that you have that were negative, you can transfer those now into financial freedom. Now I'm telling you in advance, turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, The pastor is not going to ask us to sell nothing. So you can relax. The money is already there. We just misused it. Okay, so everybody relax. Take a deep breath. So y'all thought y'all coming to money market. But y'all know I'm a metal though, right? So y'all know I got assessment for you, right? Because what church without assessment? So let's read this together. Who among you could use an extra $100 or more a paycheck? Raise hands if you could use an extra $100 or more per paycheck. Okay, everybody got the hand. Keep them up. So everybody can turn. Oh, you just say 2 hands. Put 2 hands up. All right? Two, that's 200, all right? Okay? All right, so you can tell that this is the right message, right? Okay. So all this, so to some people, that's going to happen within 3 weeks. Some 3 months. Some a year. Some 2 years. It's all depending on how bad your spending habits were. You follow me? But we're going to teach some new spending habits. So, but first we got to count the cost. How many of y'all know that we didn't count the cost in order to get in financial trouble? All right, so let's talk about that. Let's just go melon. Let's just get it out there, Nicole. Let's just get it out there. So now, how did we get in financial trouble? Those of us that's in it. How did we get in it? And just because you raise your hand and say something, that don't mean it's you. All right, y'all got it? Okay, I got one. Y'all see the hands. All right. Miss Lisa, what you got?
Not paying attention.
Not paying attention. Give us an example. What do you mean?
The sending your bills in late.
Okay.
You know, wrote the check out and it's in the sun visor. So
Okay.
that's the extra $30
There you go.
sometimes for late
Okay.
payments.
Okay. And Michelle, what could you do with $30 other than Starbucks? Oh, no. There we go. I'm just messing. We'll come to church this morning. We was riding in the same line. Then all of a sudden, Cora, Michelle turns over to Wawa's. And we knew where she was going. Curly goes, going to get coffee. All right, who else?
Choose to pay a bill late. You actually choose to pay a bill late.
Why would we do that?
Because you want to do something else.
Okay, choose to pay a bill late. Okay. All right, who got the mics? And incur a late fee. Okay. Oh, what do you mean by that?
So knowing that, like, there's a sale that's going on, and you know you don't have it because you have to pay, but at the same time you just get it.
Okay.
So it's something that you want, but you don't need.
Okay. All right. Who else? Okay, Cheryl.
She took mine.
Oh, she took. Okay. All right, I got one for you. Got one up here.
Okay. That invisible money.
Oh, what's invisible money?
It's plastic.
Oh.
So you don't actually see the dollars leaving.
Okay.
Because you just handed somebody a piece of plastic.
Okay.
So, but you're spending and you're not keeping up with that invisible money.
Okay, invisible money. All right, Mr. Porter, what you got?
Not planning for the future.
Oh.
Just spending it like right now, not thinking about ahead.
Okay. All right. So there's a future out there.
I hope so.
Okay. All right. Who else? Anybody over here?
Thank you. A couple of things. Not making a plan, but not committing to the plan.
Ooh, okay.
And then I like to eat a lot.
Okay. How many of us like to eat?
A lot.
She said a lot, though. How many of us? Raise the other hand if you like to eat a lot. Just go ahead and be honest, people.
Good food.
All right. And so how is that impacting your budget?
Negatively impacting my budget because the amount I spend on one meal, I could have bought groceries for the week.
Okay. All right.
But the meal was good.
Okay. Jazz said, then you got to leave a tip.
For me, I know that the little money adds up.
Oh,
so $2 Chick-fil-A, $2 Chick-fil-A, $2 Barton's. That adds up over a week, 2 weeks. So the little money, like we thinking $2 just today, but check out 2 weeks later after you spend $2 on every day.
Okay. All right. So little money add up. You had your hand up, B? Okay. All right. Got one here. Porter got something else about the future. Go ahead, Porter. Spencer got one here.
Not tithing.
Oh, no. Come on now. Wait a minute. Get the man the mic back. All right, you barking up my tree, Megan. All right, what you got?
Like, for instance, when I started coming here, you said something to me about tithing, and then after that, I made sure that I tithe my money. 2 things. I did that, and then it sounds funny, but you said, you asked one day, who here makes your bed in the morning? And a bunch of people did raise their hand, and I was one of those people. And I started making my bed every day, and I started tithing. And just those two things, I got more money now than I had before.
Don't get me started now. Making your bed up. It don't look like it has nothing to do with money. They don't even understand why. Psychology don't even understand what it is about making your bed that causes you to start saving and having more money. Other than those who are faithful over a little, God can trust you with much. Because that looks like a little thing, but it's like, I slept in that bed, and God woke me up. I got out of the bed, and now I'm going to give him thanks for what he gave me, the ability to get out of the bed. Don't get me started there. I see you, Faith. I see you, Faith. Come on. Psychologists can't figure it out, but the wisdom of God can. So when was the last time you gave him thanks for a little thing? Like being able to have the strength to make a bed. You ever seen a homeless person make up their box? You know what I'm saying? They don't have the opportunity to have a sheet to cover up. But we got sheets that we can cover something up with. When our feet hit the floor, it's warm. But we can't even make our bed. Somebody, go ahead. Okay. Okay.
Being stingy.
Being stingy? Okay, what do you mean?
Well, we sow in different ways, but sowing into other people's lives, and when we see that other people have a need, when you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly.
Oh.
So people who are stingy with their money is because they're not giving, they don't have nothing to give.
Okay. All right. Yes, sir.
You need to realize your routine spending.
Okay, routine. Okay.
And what I mean by that, I was just telling him this morning about my niece. She goes to Starbucks every morning. God saying, even when she off, she get up and go out to Starbucks.
Okay.
And one day I told her, I said, "Do you realize that you spend almost $6 or $7 for a coffee?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "You do that every day. That's 365 days.
Okay.
Add that up."
All right. So somebody do it. Who my mad person? 7 times. No. Oh, there he is, right there. He said $2,000. Okay. Thank you. Routine spending. That's why I taught on habits, so you can find out where this thing is, because the money is there. Yes, ma'am.
Living beyond our means.
Oh no, you didn't. Well, what does that mean?
Like a person who knows they can't afford like a Benz, they'll buy a Benz, and then every week they're asking to borrow money for gas.
Okay. All right. I would say that's living above our means. Yeah. Who else? What you got, Faith? Back to back.
Yeah, wearing our wealth.
Oh, no. Come on now. What do you mean wearing our wealth?
A lot of times in our culture, we think if I buy Burberry or this or that, we wear our wealth instead of investing our money.
Okay. Click. Got any Will peeping around the monitor to see who's talking. Go ahead, Will. I see you. All right, Wayne. Oh, no. Come on now. What do you mean?
Like you just say, like, well, I have enough,
Okay.
I just need a whatever,
Okay.
20 acres in a mule or whatever.
Okay. All right.
And
Speaking against prosperity. Got one here and somebody else here to hand up? Which one? Yes, ma'am.
Trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Trying to keep up with the Joneses.
We don't even know who the Joneses are.
Okay.
I got to get a bigger house than her.
Okay.
Or I got to get a bigger house than my relative because, I'm older than them, so I should have a bigger house.
Okay.
Trying to keep up with people that it doesn't mean anything.
Okay. All right. Trying to keep up with the Joneses?
I've seen people get in trouble when they give to people when God didn't tell them to give. So giving all their clothes away. Now you don't have no clothes. Now you got to buy more clothes or buying somebody a car when you don't have the means to do so.
Okay. So being disobedient in giving. Okay. All right.
Looking at our job as our only source and the only way that God can bless us.
Okay. What do you mean by that, Nicole?
So Corey quotes this all the time, that millionaires have how many streams of income? 5 and 6 streams of income.
Okay.
So investments, stream of income. we tend to think promotion, a job and promotion and retirement is kind of how we're going to be blessed.
Okay, all right. Anybody else? With that hand, get ready to shoot up. You good? Okay. That's everybody? Okay, Michelle, and then I got Dale.
Not preparing for emergency spending.
Oh, what do you mean by that, Michelle?
Well,
you mean emergencies happen to us?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
And if you're not prepared for them, they can throw a monkey wrench into your whole spending plan.
Okay.
If you can plan ahead for emergency spending, like putting something aside to take care of stuff, it'll make your life a whole lot simpler than having to go, okay, now I'm going to have to wreck everything for the next 3 months to take care of that one thing that came through that wrecked my day.
Okay, all right. I think Porter had his hand up. Dale?
I think sometimes people shop without thinking about it before they go.
Okay.
If you have to have a plan.
Okay.
So, men, we kind of famous for this.
Okay.
If we need a shirt, we go to the store, we buy a shirt, then we come out.
Okay, all right.
We don't browse.
Okay.
We stay focused. I mean, for the most part, that's what we do.
Okay.
Yes,
all right, hold on, sister. Hold on, let the man talk. One mic. One mic, baby. One mic. This man talking. He got the mic. All right, go ahead, Dale. Don't be distracted. Go ahead, Dale.
Yesterday, man and I, we went shopping. And we went shopping for me.
Okay.
And I needed one thing.
Okay.
So, I went straight to that one thing.
Okay.
I picked it up. I said, okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
She said, no, you need such and such. I said, no, I don't. I came in here for this.
Okay. All right.
That's all I want.
Okay.
So, but she got a cart.
Wait a minute now. You gotta get. Are you finished?
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
And
you gotta go out of the mic. Tyrone, he bodyguard. He listening.
No. But, that's awesome that you guys can do that.
Okay.
And I like to know how you do it.
Okay.
Because I know he needed some other things like T-shirts and socks.
Okay.
So I went ahead and got the T-shirts.
Okay.
I paid with my money.
Oh.
So I don't see any problem with that.
Oh, all right. I'm going to step on back then.
But anyway, but how do y'all do? You just focus on that? You go.
Ask him.
Well, I know about him.
Okay. Okay, I asked him. Hold on, I see you over there. Okay, you good.
I think we have an ability to say, okay, this is a need that I have.
Okay.
I'm going to address this need.
Okay.
I'm not even going to look down other aisles. I'm just going to address this need, and I'm getting out of here.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Okay, all right. So y'all heard it. It's need and not wants. Okay, all right. That's it.
Process.
Okay. All right, so is it peace on this side? It's peace. All right. Just check it. I got one right here, Mr. Porter.
Using your age as an excuse.
Using what?
Your age.
What do you mean?
Like I don't need to start saving now because I'm young.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll worry about that. That's what old people do.
Ooh, okay. Y'all hear? Say it one more time, Porter. Using
age as an excuse.
Okay. And say what it meant one more time.
If you're young, you think a lot of times you don't need to save money. That's something that old folks do.
Okay. Because, I know some people wanted to bypass all that. So, all right. Yes, ma'am.
I was just going to say, it's either for y'all because y'all specific sizes are on it. They got your neck size, the length, the width, whereas ours, it varies by store, by brand, so you got to try it on.
Okay.
And then when you try it on, then you like more of the things, whereas y'all can just go in there and buy it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Because all y'all sizes are the same.
Okay.
With the 32, 34, all that.
Okay. All right. Yes, Mr. Andre.
What about trying to please people or please your kids?
Okay.
Like, for example, like Christmas time's coming around and you feel like you got to get your kids something or they're not going to be happy or satisfied. So you're going to break your bank just to do that.
Okay.
You ain't got to do all that.
Okay, so trying to please people. So y'all know all the issues there, right? Okay. All right, go ahead, Nicole. Oh, what do you mean?
So, somebody said cosign. I've never done that, but feeling responsible when other people are in need, but not identifying that this need comes up every quarter or this need comes up every month. So me giving you money is really not addressing the real issue.
Okay. I'm taking on other people's debt. Yes, ma'am.
I heard a man of God say one time that God will not give you more than you can manage.
Okay.
So it's like, for me, I know if I get money, I kind of try to do a mental, real light type of management. But we manage on our jobs, we manage our children, we manage our house. But sometimes I've been known not to manage my money.
Okay.
Like if I know I got a certain amount, what is going for what and what should go for what.
Okay. All right.
And just to piggyback off Andre, like I have seen parents go out of their way and be stressful about Christmas. And then some parents don't give their self credit. They give the credit to the Santa and all that type of stuff. Okay. I know for me, I'm going to have children.
Okay.
And they will know who gave them gifts.
Okay.
It won't be Santa.
It wasn't Santa. Santa ain't had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it's going to be me. They probably won't even know what Santa is.
Okay. All right. Y'all got it? Ain't no Santa Claus here. All right, so I'm going to count the cost. All right, Luke chapter 14, verse 28 through 29. And I know all our listeners who are international in Japan and all those areas, y'all got a lot to laugh about. But don't begin until you count the cost. Don't do what? So before I buy that shirt, I need to. Okay? So don't even begin until you count the cost. For who would begin construction of a building or a project or income without first calculating the cost to see if there is enough money to finish it? So we know we can start something, but can we finish what we started? So if we charge this thing, when are we going to pay this thing off? Do we have enough money to pay it off? Because it says before you even hand the card to the lady or the gentleman or the cashier, you need to calculate whether you got enough to finish what you started. Because this is what's going to happen if you can't. Otherwise, you might complete only the foundation before running out of money, and then everyone will what? Anybody ever been laughed at before? But that's what it says. You're supposed to count the cost. Now let me just take a rough rundown. So how can I count the cost financially? I got one back there, one up here. How can I count the cost financially? So when we're talking about counting the cost, what does that mean?
Well, for me, I'm thinking you have to consider your budget.
Consider.
So establish a budget.
Okay.
You have to establish a budget.
Okay, establish a budget. Okay, that's what you give me say, Ms. Bailey. Okay, establish a budget. Okay.
I make a list of needs and wants.
Make a list of needs and wants. Okay.
And after I've budgeted my bills and things, I see what is on my needs and wants.
Okay.
And I try to put money away from my wants and try to buy the immediate need.
Okay, all right. Make a list of needs and wants.
Identifying if you have more going out than you have coming in.
Okay. Identify whether you got more going out than coming in. Okay.
Just to be honest with yourself. Just you can't lie about what you don't have.
Okay.
Yeah. So some people say, well, I can do this. I can pay for it later. I can not do this. You just got to be honest.
Okay. All right. Stop lying to yourself. All right.
When I have a finite amount of coming in and I know X amount has to go out, I have to look at what else can I cut back on.
Okay.
It's like, okay, so if I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to have to give up my coffee for 3-4 weeks so I can go get this thing done. So, you got to figure out what you are willing to let go of to get the thing that you're trying to get.
Okay. All right. You got the mic. Spencer got something up here. Keep it up, Lee.
Pay for it in cash.
Pay for it in cash.
If you don't have it, if you can't afford it in cash,
okay,
you don't need it.
Oh, all right. He wants some cash out on us now. Yes, ma'am.
Make a budget of, write down everything that you owe.
Okay.
And everything that the amount of money that you have for the spend.
Okay.
And then subtract and see whether you have anything left over. And if you have anything left over, you go ahead and get that shirt or whatever.
Okay. And my wife laugh at me because she always asks me questions. So she'll say, how long you been tracking that? So if I see something I like, I'm going to track it. I'm going to track that sucker. And I track it for 5 years. I'm not lying. Am I lying, honey? Yes, sir. I'll track that thing for 5 years because eventually the new model going to come out. It's going to go down in price. I got the money set aside because I've been tracking it for how long? Doggone right. But the brother got the money. So, track it. I shop twice a year. I shop off season. So I buy winter stuff during the summer and summer stuff during the winter. But I done stocked up for it. So I got the money to do it. You follow what I'm saying? But let me get in y'all's head. Y'all ready to go into the head? Okay, all righty. I got you covered. Ushers? Oh, go ahead, Andre.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Is that?
No, I was gonna say, not to cut it close. Like, I think a good habit I have personally is if something is like $40, it's like $36.
Hold on a second.
I'll round it up to like 40. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Okay.
don't cut it close to what your spending money is. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, make sure you have more than enough before you go in there and shop for something.
Okay, all right. I mean, like, for example, a cycling jersey costs $120. What I do is I wait until, short sleeve. Right now, it's going down, so I got a $120 jersey for $29. You follow me? All right, so pass these out for y'all high achievers. Give me a little music, Will, while they passing them out, because they're going to start thinking right away. Emotional uses of money. Emotional uses of money. Because, see, a lot of y'all gave the right answers to stuff, but you know that red color from a psychology of color, it causes action. You got it? Target? She said target, huh? Like a red color. I say the reason why I like to deal with emotions is because all of y'all gave the right answers about saving money. But when emotions kick in, like they have red cell signs, red induces action. They playing music. They done paid somebody psychology of environment to make sure that although you in there, you're going to buy something. Okay? So what better way to get into your head is to look at the emotional uses of money. Okay, y'all ready? All right, and so I'm going to tell y'all in advance so we can just cut to the chase. Don't come to me talking about how this is skewed, or can we adjust this word, can we fix this word? Well, what if it's halfway between true and false? Just answer the question. Okay? All right, y'all got it? Number one, well, answer by circling and following true, false questions about your use of money. And what's the last word to say? Okay? Because we're in church. Number one, I buy things I don't want or need because they are on sale. And if y'all got to turn your bodies a certain way so your neighbor can't see you, everybody got pen, paper? Okay? Everybody got that one? I feel anxious and defensive when asked about my finances. It's a fight. All right, Faith, behave yourself. Number three, I can never have enough money saved to feel secure. I should be able to go faster because y'all just answering according to your emotion, right? I buy things I don't need or want because they are in. So they in style, or everybody's wearing them, or that's the new thing for the summer or the new thing for the fall. I overspend regularly on extras. So you go to the restaurant, you know you need to be drinking water, you know you're dehydrated. You know that's what you need. But you're going, no, I want tea. And then, you know, Jazz always tease me. When I go out, I tell everybody, if I'm paying for the bill, you drinking water. All y'all, you look like you need some water. Okay? That's it. If I'm paying, you're going to get water. You can get a lemon, though. Ask for a lemon and lime. You're good. All right, number 6. I often insist on paying more than my share at a restaurant or on a group gift. So you know you only got $20 in the account, but because you're with your friends, you decide, no, I'm a splurge, man. I got this. True or false? I spend money freely, even foolishly, on others, but seldom on myself. I feel dumb if I pay more for something than a neighbor did. I feel dumb if I pay more for something than a neighbor did. Yes, ma'am. True. That's exactly right. Everybody got that? What you emotionally feel. Okay? Instead of, like she said, I feel cheated. Just go with dumb. Y'all follow me? Number 9, I don't trust others in my family to spend money wisely. Don't trust them. They say they're going to do it. Everybody got an extra ride home today too, don't y'all? Okay, all right. Number 10, if I earn the money, I think I should have the right to decide how it is spent. Oh, Tyrone shouted true right out loud. All right. Miss Barbara looked at you, Tyrone. So, if I earn money, I think I should have the right to decide how it's spent. Number 11, if someone in my family acts selfish in spending our money on him or herself, I feel I have the right to do the same. We call it tit for tat. So you bought something for $80, I'm going to go out and get something for $81. So if you can buy something, I can buy something. All right? Everybody got it? I need to repeat anything? Understanding money's influence can help gain control over it. So that's what I want to look at, okay? Of course, I'm going to give you all the answers, but I want to just show you some emotional uses of money is positive. Security, comfort, freedom, and sharing. How many of y'all feel secure when you got extra money in your pocket? You hit it and it jump back at you. Like, yeah. Okay? But what about the negative use of money? Greed, fear, overspending. And to be honest with you, some people use money for control. What's the way we can use money to control? I got Michelle. What's the way that we can use money to control? Got Marcia.
They'll say that you can have it, but they have to have approval over what you're getting.
Oh, okay. You can have it, but they got to have the approval. Okay? All right. Marcia?
When you do what people want, when you do what the person wants, they give you money or they buy you stuff.
Okay.
As a form of manipulation.
I'm on your good side, so you're going to, okay. All right.
They'll threaten to take you out of inheritance if you don't make a decision that they like.
Okay. All right. Porter?
Like at work, if a customer knows, they know that you make commission on sale, so they may ask for something that they wouldn't normally ask for, and they throw in, well, I'm going to be buying another one in X amount of months.
Okay. Form of manipulation. Okay. Anybody else? Control. Yes, Wayne?
I think if like the husband is like the sole breadwinner and his wife wants to get a job,
okay,
he finds a way for her not to do it, or say you just be an at-home wife.
Oh, so what some reasons you think a person would do that?
I think we talk about codependent relationships.
Okay.
If this person, the one who's in charge, that it gives them a sense of superiority, a sense of I'm the one who holds the purse strings.
Okay.
And the other person is subservient because they're dependent on them for their financial, livelihood.
Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and give y'all some answers because y'all chopping at the bit. Y'all ain't hear nothing I said in the last 10 minutes. After we did 1100, they didn't hear nothing I said. They didn't hear nothing. All right. So let me go ahead and give y'all the answers. All right. True to questions 1 through 3. You may feel insecure concerning money. You may feel insecure concerning money. Money provides a form of security, but not the only one. What reasons other than money or material possession might be causing insecurity? So what else is causing insecurity pertaining to session 1 through 3? What other things are you insecure about? Okay, Nicole, coming your way.
The word anxious stood out to me.
Okay.
And so the idea that I'm the breadwinner for my home
Okay.
makes me anxious.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
you know, if I decide to run away to Italy, I still have bills to pay.
Okay. All right.
So it's really on me, I feel like.
Okay. All right. Y'all here? Okay. Who else had the mic? Andre?
Also, number 2, the word, I was looking at defensive.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you feel like when somebody asks about your finances, you feel like that your job title is not up to par on what they think it should be. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
So say, for example, say somebody works at McDonald's and somebody's coming at their, say that a lawyer's talking about a guy who working at McDonald's. It's like, come on now. You know what I mean?
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So your job title doesn't fit the criteria. Yes, ma'am. Ms. Janae?
So looking at number 1, if I'm buying things that I don't want or need, maybe my worth is attached to them attached to all the stuff I have, and not necessarily, who God created me to be. So I just buy stuff, because it makes me feel good.
Okay, all right. Status? Anybody else? Y'all can relax. It's okay. All right, number the second one. True to either 4 or 5. Let's see what it says. You may use money for status. So what Janae was just talking about was using things for status. This is using money for status. Money sometimes reflects the value of our friends rather than our own. So I want you to know that I'm paying that $140 for your meal. Okay? You know what I'm talking about? So that reflects, it's like, hey, man, I must have a good job because I was able to cover that $140 for that meal that we had out. You got me? What are your values? Maybe you don't have that money value that the person was trying to use to impress you with. So maybe you were not even impressed over, because you know they got some issues. I'm just saying. Everybody good with? True to question 6, 7, or 8. You might use money to reflect your low self-esteem. You might use money to reflect your low self-esteem. Spending on others, family members, friends, and co-workers to win their affection. Anybody ever did that? You trying to impress? I see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you get 8? Hey, got 8. Thank you. Appreciate your honesty. Everybody got that? So because I feel inferior, I'm going to spend money on you because that way I can win you over. True to questions 9 and or 10. You may use money to control others in the family in a 2-earner families. So what that means is like a husband and wife where both are making money. Then if you think you are making more money, then you control the other family member. Or if they are not, they don't have a job. No, that's 2-earner families. So because I'm making more money, I get to dictate what you can and cannot do. Erica, don't look at me in that tone of voice. No. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. He kept bringing the mic to you.
Sorry. I had put true for 10. If I earn the money, I think I should have the right to spend it. I put that because I was I'm the only one in my house who can't spend money. So is that
No, you fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is 2-earner family. So 2 people in the family are making money.
Oh,
okay. His or her money divisions can cause resentment. What does that mean, guys? You can buy anything you want, but when she spends money, she got to answer the Fifth Amendment. She got to answer questions. Got to put you before a lie detector, or vice versa. Whoever earning the most money. Well, why do you think that caused division in the family? Because they have to give account of everything they do, but you can do whatever you want with yours. Why would that cause a problem?
Because it's uneven or unequal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Andre, I think you hit your hand. You good? Okay. Oh, a dictator may secure obedience but not love. Y'all need to write that thing down, people. Because it's not just about money. It's about control. A dictator may secure obedience. So I'll do what you say because I financially can't afford to do anything else. But don't think I'm going to love you for it. I'm listening to crickets again. Y'all know anybody like that? Turn to your neighbor right quick for a second. Say, neighbor, you're not the dictator, are you? Listen, see what they say. Uh-oh. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. True to question number 11. May indicate that money is used for, we just finished talking about a dictator. Now we're talking about retaliation to get back at somebody. May it indicate that money is used for retaliation to get back at somebody. So I told you I got this bill. And I didn't take care of it. So is that me forgetting or is that me retaliating? I ain't talk to you about it because you assumed that was done. So what we got? Is that retaliation? Or let's use a word, passive aggressive. I got the money, but I didn't use it for your bill, and I told you I would. Oh, look what else it does. It often blocks love and affection. You told me you were going to do something, you didn't. And then, hey, honey, I love you. You trying to get romantic, and they smack your hand. Boy, you better get back. I'm looking at the clock. I'm not talking about nobody. This is just the quiz about emotional money. Never use money as your weapon. Is that sometimes you use money as a weapon? It says never. Never use money as your weapon. Satan roams about as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. So if I know I can't use adultery on you, think about it. What is he using in your relationship? Is it money? Is that what he used? The mismanagement of money? Because, guys, you can go ahead and write this down. A woman's number one need is security. If the money is shaking, she's not feeling secure. If she's not feeling secure, you might not be getting none. If you're not married and you're dating, that need still is there, security. I want to know that you're taking care of things. Because if I'm getting ready to invest in this relationship, and I'm seeing you a little shaky with your finances, I'm asking questions. I'm feeling funny. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean? Any questions? It said mighty quiet in here. I'm going to bring healing to all this, though. Y'all know pastors don't take you there without getting you out. Fair enough? Because right now, y'all look a little shaky.
Anything if you answered false instead of true to those?
The way it's set up is just to hit the true, so I'm not sure about the false piece. Good question. Megan?
Number 4 through 5.
Okay. True to either 4 or 5, you may use money for status. Money sometimes reflects the value of our friends rather than our own. What are your values? Who got the mic? Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to go back to, I want to say it's 10.
10? Okay.
No. 9 or 10, that section. So, not to get us off, but
okay.
There's this thought that our divorce rates are going up significantly because back in the day, women typically didn't earn as much as their husbands, and so maybe sometimes they stayed in relationships based on finances. Do you feel like that's impact, like us earning money has impacted marriages, or kind of the shift of things.
Yeah, because what happens is it created a balance between the two. Because, see, Nicole, when people get into emotions, they use whatever weapon is available that's to their advantage. And I've seen that in my years of counseling. You know, it's like if you're overweight and I'm slim, if I want to get back at you, what I'm going to throw at you? If I make more money and you make less. So that created a more balanced relationship as far as when interacting. So it's like, but it also created some tension because what it did was, if I say, honey, I don't think that's a good idea right now, I make my own money. What are you trying to tell? Y'all ever seen anybody like that? You know, you're not going to tell me what to do. I make my own. I work just like you do. Yeah, so it created some balance, but it also created tension. Because let me just put it to you like this. If you're poor and you mean, okay, then you just poor and mean. But if you get money, you still mean. So whatever you brought into that relationship, when you got that job, you just became more of that. You follow me? All right.
Can you go back to the slide after this?
Okay.
So forward. Keep going until it shows all the categories. Yeah. Okay. So if you have a true in each category, that means you're insecure, you use money for status, and you have low self-esteem.
It could be any of those three, or it could be a combination of all three.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Porter, to answer your question is, what they found is that if they use true to signal your inadequacies, that you would be more honest about it if you hit true than opposed to false. Yeah, so it was designed so that you would hit true to reflect the real you instead of false. Somebody else? Who got the mic? Oh, Madeline.
Question in regards to checking accounts.
Okay.
In regards to, like, number 5, I overspend regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, sweetie, Mr. Dale, he is really good with the finances.
Okay.
So I don't mind him taking care of things.
Okay.
You know, because I know, you know, I'm getting better at that.
Okay.
So that is good to have 2 separate accounts if I'm not good at it, right?
Okay.
In a sense, far as the household.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're saying because you know you might mess up with the
right. So
he has the
right,
checking account. Yeah.
Right.
And then as you get healed,
as I get healed.
Yeah. You
right.
make sure you balance it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. So the answer to your question about this checkbook thing is prenups were designed knowing in advance that the relationship was going to fail. So the question I'm asking you is, are you using your checking account in the same way? Are you using your checking account in case this marriage don't last? I'm looking at the clock because people can do things subconsciously that's really conscious. You follow what I'm saying? I mean, why would you buy a house in just your name? You're married. You follow me? It's in our name. You know, why would you have a checking account that your husband or your spouse can't get to? It's in our name. You follow me? Now, the way Curly and I, we have our, you know, I'm just being real with you. So, I have my counseling account. I have our joint account. And Curly has her Mary Kay account. And that's where her money comes into, in her account. But we have she have access to mine. I got a debit for her. She got a debit for mine. Both of us are on all accounts so that if I call up, the bank people won't say, well, who are you? You follow me? Those who have nothing to hide nothing. But there are things that you do based off things you hear in the background. Boy, you better have your own account because if she leaves you, she can't get to your money. Well, you felt like that, you shouldn't have married her. You follow me? I mean, this ain't real. Just because the world do it, that don't mean we're supposed to do it. Corey T started that one now. You know it's tough. Top Gun started. Remember? Okay, Andre.
All right. So I'm not married.
Okay.
Clearly, but
so we tell you in advance.
Yeah. But no, see, I have a question.
Okay.
For the dating crew out
okay,
here.
dating crew.
Dating scene. All right.
Dating crew listening. Look at it. They like it. They like it.
So I don't know if this is pride. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I need some insight. Okay. But when I go out with my little lady friend,
Hey.
whenever I go out with my lady friend, I feel like I have to pay for both of us.
Okay.
Every time.
All right.
And I don't know if that's necessarily right always, because I know sometimes she'll say, "I got it. I got my own way. I got this." You know what I mean? Or she may want to take me out and do something nice for me, but I have a hard time receiving that.
Okay.
And I always feel like I got to do it.
Okay. And what are you concerned would happen if you say yes?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure.
So ask the Holy Spirit on the inside of you that question.
Right.
So Holy Spirit, you can go ahead and ask. Then we're gonna take the mic from you.
Holy Spirit.
Why do I have a challenge?
Why do I have a challenge?
Receiving from my lady friend.
From my lady friend.
Okay. And you can take the mic from. I got one here. Oh, Michelle. Then I got these two. Then we gotta stop.
Okay, I'm going through my list, right?
Okay. All right. So going through.
And I got them all sectioned off.
Okay. Look, Oliver, looking too. Go ahead, Oliver. Check it out.
Let me check it out my paper. Oh, okay. So in a section where you have more truths than false, that section is more true of you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a section that you have more falses than truths, that section is less true of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Does it make you feel better? Okay. All right. I got Cheryl there. Keep your hand up, so
From 4 and 5.
Look, Teresa, look.
He said, you may use money for status.
Okay.
Money sometimes reflects the value of our friends rather than our own. So does that mean you put more value on your friends than you do on yourself?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because that's the only reason you just spent $140 on them and you ain't even got it. You know, you got to borrow gas money, get a ride to work to compensate for it. But, man, they were like, wow, they got some money, man.
Piggyback of what Andre said.
Okay, all right.
It's okay for a woman to pay for you.
Oh, she talking to you now.
Because I have a boyfriend, and we go on dates. I mean, we've been together too long. So if we go on a date.
Too long.
And he pay this time, next time I'm going to pay because I know he has bills and he knows I have bills, but we want to treat each other. It's okay to let her pay. She may want to pay, and you keep telling her no, and she's like, man, I can't never do nothing.
So what do you mean too long, though, sis? You got to explain.
I mean,
inquiring minds want to know. They want
no, I mean, we've been together for 2 years.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's okay to pay for him. I mean, it's not like we in that first 3 months and he wants to, like, prove to me, like, oh, I got this. Like, you wouldn't. I know your finances.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Anything else? Yes, ma'am. Miss Sarah? The baby even looking at the sheet. Mama, what you put there? Look at she looking like, okay.
Okay, I have a question about number 8. It says, I feel dumb if I pay more for something than a neighbor did.
Now what number was that?
Number 8.
Okay. All right.
I circled true because for me, I'm kind of obsessed with, like, coupons.
Okay.
And, like, if I go into a store and I have a coupon and I didn't use it, I get so upset.
Okay.
So, like, if Adrian goes to the store by himself and he didn't use my coupons and he comes home, like, where's the receipt? And I see he didn't use my coupons, he didn't save the money, I get so upset.
Okay. Appreciate
So-
that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But is that a bad thing? I don't know, because, like, I know we're talking about habits, so I don't know if, like, me using my coupons is, like, a bad thing and a good thing. Does that make any sense?
Yes, it makes sense. Okay. Moderation. So if it's already paid for and he didn't use the coupon, I just got to take a deep breath.
See, the other day I went back into the store to get my money back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah. And
I'm
you say
sorry,
how much?
I did.
How much?
It was like $3, but still, it was $3.
Okay. All right. All right, Sarah. I see.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So, anybody else? So, the only thing that I wanted to happen from this is for you to look at some emotional things, okay? So, the emotional thing that would cause me to do what I did. So, that's the telltale sign. And I'm looking at the clock, okay? Yes, ma'am.
What do you do if you have 2 passive-aggressive tit-for-tat people in one relationship?
Okay. We got a challenge. Because, see, nothing is really brought out to the forefront. If you talk about, okay. All right. Yeah, hypothetically. See, passive-aggressive means that I'm mad and I can't tell you that I'm mad. So I'm going to get your attention by showing you that I'm mad, but my attention is wasted because I got to figure out why you did that. Whereas communication could have solved the problem by me just saying, I'm pretty angry about this. Guys, you got to get out of the mindset. Let me rephrase it. I would love if we realized that it's okay to have anger just to process it once it's found. See, I mean, I don't know where we get this thing. Jesus walked in the temple and turned over the tables, and he was excited about that. He was mad. I mean, you mad enough that you're going to turn over the table. Now, you got to take into account, read in between the lines. They had to have guards there. You know what I'm saying? Because they were dealing with money. So guards are with money. He was angry enough where the guards stepped back. You follow me? Try going into the mall and start turning over some tables, see whether the guard's going to come and grab your butt. You know? So it's okay for us to have anger, but we got to process the anger by saying, honey, I'm a little upset today. Or, honey, I'm a lot upset today. We need to have a discussion. We need to sit down, and we need to start talking about this thing. Because passive-aggressive grows into something else, resentment. And then the thing about passive-aggressive is no one really knows what you're angry about. Because you have tried to disguise it as something else. And so then what am I really dealing with? Am I dealing with you being late or the fact you overspent? So you guys got to decide that we're going to sit down and talk. So I recommend after church today, y'all go out and have a meal and y'all discuss. But let me talk to you about something else in communication. If we're going to talk, we can only talk about one subject. Don't lambast them. What that mean? Well, in 1914, you know, when we had 5 kids, you can't go back to 5 other things, guys. You can only deal with that one thing. And before you go out, you're going to decide what that one thing is. Fair enough? So that means Corey's going to have time to think, you're going to have time to think, and there's no surprise at the table. Because, see, passive-aggressive are going on so long that I don't even know where we're going to start. But we got to start in agreement at the same place. Everybody got that? You follow me? Because, see, have you ever noticed that when you resign a job, sometimes the people are mad at you? Okay? They're jealous or mad. Because however long you thought about that, you had 2 weeks jump, and they hearing it for the first time. But then when we share it, we're expecting them to have the reaction that we had, but we had 3 weeks when we got the call that we got a job. So it's the same type of way. So when you go to have a discussion and passive-aggressive is involved in it, what happens is whoever is starting the discussion has to jump on the person who didn't know. But if before we leave, we say, okay, honey, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about this. And then now both of us have equal input. You follow me? I've seen that Christians can get kind of funny when they get into their emotions. Y'all seen that? Okay. Yes, ma'am. I got one.
Hello. What about when somebody's communicating something to you, but they're not really being honest with what they're communicating, but you pick up that there's another issue, so you respond to the nonverbal communication? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what
and
you're saying.
Then you get chewed out for being overreactive, but they're not even being honest with what they're feeling and what they're communicating, and they mad because I can pick up the fact that there's another thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
And then when you bring it up and you say, no, well, this is really what the issue is, and then they say it somewhere in an argument, the truth really come out, and I'm like, there it is right there. And they say, well, no, that's not what I said.
Okay.
How do you get to the bottom of something when people not even honest with themselves, so they can't even have an honest communication with you?
So you can only deal with what's before you. If they're not ready to hear it, you're wasting your time. But the frustration comes, Marcia, is because you think you can make them see it, and you can't. See, I said before you, life and death, blessing and cursing. I'm choosing to be in darkness because darkness has worked for me. So I can't make, as a counselor, I'll sit right there and let you lie your face off to me. Because, see, when I get up, I'm going to give it to God, and I'm still going to walk in my freedom.
But you get to walk away in an hour.
Yeah.
What about...
That's your choice. It's your choice to stay mad at somebody who's not revealing the truth to you.
Okay, here's a real quick question. How do you not have a reaction to all the communication going on that's passive-aggressive?
Okay, say it again.
So if the person keeps bringing up issues, but it's not really this issue, it's this issue, and it's anger behind it, how do I not react to the anger?
I just told you. You got to choose life.
Okay.
See, if we get to understand it, whatever that person is bringing to me was 15 years before they got to me. So I'm trying to fix in 15 years what I got 1 hour with you. And so that's where the frustration comes. So the reality of it is unless they have a sincere willingness to change, they're going to stay the way they are. But because they're staying the way they are, don't take me with you. You follow me? So it's like, okay, well, such and such, I know they lied. Okay, but if that's what they want to do today, that's on them. Because once this thing is over, I'm still going to walk in freedom. It's not I'm not the Holy Spirit. But if you guys can grab that, when they're bringing that issue to you, or vice versa, they have had 15 years, 16 years, 20 years, 30 years of doing it that way. And you getting mad is not going to change a thing. Yeah. It's like, okay, I'm listening to this. All right, I'm choosing peace. Boy, their life would be different if they would just acknowledge this thing, but they're not willing to do that. So, Father, I just thank you for the peace that I have. I thank you that once they leave, that either I plant it or I water it. The only reason we do something is because it works, even denial. If we deny, if we don't want to go to the bill, we don't want to go and get the bill out the. I mean, the only reason we're doing it is because it works, even if it doesn't make sense to us. Yes, ma'am. I got y'all cold now. Okay, all right. Look, Miss Bella, she wrapped up. All right, Miss Bella, I got you covered. I got you covered. I won't leave you comfortless. All right, Lean, you got it? Then I got to stop.
If you had circled more false than positive, what you said?
You good. Yeah. You good. Yeah. All right. Amen. Dad said, can we get the cleansing prayer? Yes, we can get the cleansing prayer. So look. So everything that I do, the way I teach is I get a person to have to identify with where they are. So I go through the assessments first so that they can see, well, I fit here. And then they're more apt to listen. You follow me? So the week after next, or next week, I'm going to get y'all into this. Poverty mentality versus prosperity mentality. Because, see, I have to build a case so that you can identify yourself as one of those people. Okay? Follow me? All right? So she got one more thing to say.
So my last paycheck, I didn't spend anything, and I saved $500.
Praise God.
But then I treated myself.
Okay.
It was a sale. It was a sale.
Okay.
And I got 6 pairs of boots for $100. So I think that was worth it.
I can't complain. All right, that's a good deal. Yeah. Everybody saying that's awesome. Sharon rolled eyes at you. All right, so y'all say y'all need to clean. Any other questions? So, okay. What you say? Oh, they want to know where you go shopping.
Oh, okay. Charlotte Russe.
Everybody know Charlotte Russe?
I know Charlotte. It's like a step under Forever 21. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlotte Russe, Forever 21, then H&M.
Okay. All right, y'all got it? All right, everybody got it? Yes, sir. Spencer? Spencer want to say something.
Excuse me. I just want to say something to give validation to what Pastor's talking about and to encourage you to receive what he's saying, because he threw a challenge out to me.
You can come on up.
Okay.
Since you're in agreement, come on up here. Stand right here. Stand right here.
He threw a challenge out to me, I guess 3 months ago, maybe. I don't know how long it's been. And to write down some goals. And I listed some goals I want to accomplish. And one of the goals was to have $500 in my pocket at all times. you're talking to a guy that would never really had $500 in his pocket, nevertheless maybe $20, because here in the past all my money went to bills. So with seeing that before me, I can proudly stand here and say that I guess it's been a month now, I've walked around with $500 in my pocket. And not to brag or anything, but to validate what he's talking about. And it's a spirit that goes with it. So if you receive what he's saying, it's going to work for you. And I think one of the mistakes that I made was once I hit that $500 threshold, I let it stay there and not move ahead. So when that $500 dropped to like $495, what I've done now is I've set my bar higher. So it's $1,000 in my pocket at all times. So I just appreciate what he's done for me. And
amen. Amen. All right, anything else? Y'all get off the internet and leave that store alone. Get off the internet right now. Get off. Put your phones down. All right, I like to have every head bowed and every eye closed. And Father, we just worship you. We just thank you that you are God and that you care about.
This concludes today's broadcast of Challenge to Change, where real transformation begins with you, with Pastor Paul Morgan. To find out more about this ministry, go out to the website www.paulmorgan.org.
When Christians Speak Talk Radio is a non-profit ministry, we are dedicated to spreading the gospel of Jesus through our programs and special guests. We exist through the generous support of our listeners. If you are being blessed through this ministry and would like to give a love offering, go to our website and click on our donation page. Your donation will be processed through PayPal. Our prayer is that you may prosper, be in good health, even as your soul prospers.
Unto the Lord, for he is good. Yes, he is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Yes, he is good.
When Christians Speak Talk Radio is a 501c3 nonprofit ministry, so all of your gifts to this ministry are tax deductible. So go out to our website, www.whenchristianspeak.com, and click on our donation page.
Oh, give thanks unto